Hello my lovelies, it's NIALL MCINNES here, and today's video I'm going to talk to you about that stuck feeling and a quick exercise on how to get out of it. So I spoke to someone yesterday. I took them through a little process on exactly this, because this is probably, of all the clients I get, this is probably the number one thing that they want. They're getting that stuck feeling, especially entrepreneurs. They're in that stuck feeling and they know they should be doing something, but they're not. It's like procrastination, okay? So I'm going to take you through the exercise that I took this girl through yesterday. Now, there's always two sides of the story. So the first part is to realize that one part wants to do one thing. Now in this case, one part wanted to be a mover and shaker, just to start taking action and making decisions. The other part wanted to stay still and sort of just drift for a while. Now one part to you is probably going to feel positive, one part's going to feel negative. But let me tell you first that there's always a positive intention behind both parts of the story. Okay. Now that stuck feeling is that one side's pulling you this way, one side's pulling you that way, and as a result you're just like you're just pulled here, like stuck in the middle. And this is stress. This is stress. It's like the longer you stay here, the more stress you get. Okay. Often one side that's pulling you to where you should go, you know you should. The other side is like the fear of what might happen if you do. There's always some sort of unconscious fear, and that's why this stress feeling, you sometimes start resenting yourself because you're not making decisions. But there's always an unconscious fear that you need to get rid of. So here's the exercise. Get a bit of paper, strip it down the middle, and write down the two parts you've got. Now for her, one part was the enthusiastic side that's motivated, that just wants to start taking action, even if it's not the right decision. Now she had a couple of choices she had to make in life, and this side was just make a choice and go find out. The other side was like the part that was a bit fearful, and so this part here was ready just to drift through life and make let the world decide for her, and that this part is the easy side, because it's hard making decisions, because what if you make the wrong one and then you get fear of the FOMO or resent for making the wrong decision. But in the end, being stuck in the middle is going to be worse for you. And as Andrew Morello says in his interview, you're better to make a wrong decision will cost you much less than a no decision ever will. So your bit of paper, you got two sides of the story. Write down all the reasons why you want to move in this direction. Just write them all down. Just start scribbling wildly. What's the purpose of this side? What's that going to do for you? Then, on this side, write down the actual positive reasons. Write down why would a part of me want to stay still as well. Now, in this girl's case yesterday, this part that wanted to stay still was, wanted to be individual. She didn't want to be pushed by society. She wanted to make her own decisions, and probably felt like, all these options here were maybe options for other people. So write down all the reasons why. Now, ultimately, this came down to living life on purpose, to be her own self. So there's always a positive intention behind this as well. So start scribbling away and find what the positive reason might be that you want to stay in this sort of stuck state. Now, as you write down these lists, you'll probably find this problem will start to resolve itself if you just commit yourself fully to it. And honestly, it'll only take you about 15 minutes. It's just about writing wildly and saying, what could be the positive intention behind this? And once you find that, you'll notice that both these sides, even though this one might feel negative, actually has a positive intention for you. It's trying to help you in some way. And once you find that positive intention, it makes it much easier to merge the two and get into action. And unconsciously, it'll do the work for you, okay? Now, if you feel that's not going to work for you, this is my jam. I get in a bit deeper and I find out what those unconscious fears are, and I crush them so that they're gone forever. And that's what I like to do, because once you clear the beliefs, the limiting beliefs under here, you'll find your whole world opens up, and that's really important to give you a clear vision. So if you want some help with that, give me a call. That's my jam. Hopefully that exercise helps some of you, especially the entrepreneurs out there who are feeling stuck. Just go through that simple exercise and see what it does for you. And until tomorrow, we'll speak then. Bye.